Hey, emote. I don't think that'll help time attack mode. That's an interesting idea. I hope so, Lucario. You and me both. How are you guys doing tonight? Progress check. Doing alright. Slimmed out. Yeah, GG's Emo on nice WR burger earlier tonight. What? 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 Yo, Lucario, you made it just in time. Any Googles? Let's write this down. I don't think we'll need this, but you have come back to see me alive. Shall remove the mother's soul. There already is, Captain. Can you believe this? Let us meet in front. Feels easy when you look it up. Yep. Now, I was going to come over here to... This is the way you have to go to get to the Shrine of the Mother from the top entrance, and that's what we were going to do today, or next time, which is today. And ever since we discovered this place, the fairy godmother, whoever, is like, come back and see me whenever the time is right. So it's like, well, whenever you pass by here, go check on her. And she's like, yes, the time is finally right. Hey, Theo. Google check? Yeah, that's what we have to find. We should be able to go to that thing and get some progress. We should. I got here. It's kind of silly, Theo. There was a ladder that looked very subtle in the background. And I came here like the third time I came here, I was mashing all the buttons as one does when one plays La Mulana, and one of those buttons was up as I was walking through here, and we started walking up the ladder. I mean, my first reaction when I saw that was, let's bring the key fairy because it has the fairy symbol, so it makes sense that the fairy godmother is the one who removes it. Hey, Miss Fran. Slim 3. This is huge. Would you believe, Miss Fran, we made progress in the first 60 seconds of stream? Would you believe? Yeah, actual progress check. Finally, I can watch you until D10 times because tomorrow's a free day. Nice. Do you have any fun plans tomorrow? What about back to Egypt and finish the email percent? That sounds like a good deal, right? I'm kind of scared to go in here because this is potentially a moment of major progress. I've waited so long. Oh, we went and saw the fairy godmother because I was going to come here anyway to get to this room and see if I could do something in front of the Tiamat statue. And en route, I popped in there because she says every time you go in there, come back and see me when the moment is right. So every time I've gone past that door, I've checked in. The moment was finally right. On my homework, I had to do the weekend. That seems smarter. Oh, this is the split gate. Thank goodness I'm streaming right now. Does this reset if I leave? No? There's no way one would be able to screw this up irrevocably, right? Well, let's make sure we activate them in order. Where are my seals? No, I should have. I think I removed 3 first. Well, we're just gonna YOLO. We're just gonna YOLO and hope that these don't have to be done in any particular order. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The final Ankh. This is so exciting. I mean, there's a lot of clues I haven't done yet, so I know there's no way I'm going to be able to activate that. This is so exciting. It's really simple redacted. It's such a surreal experience to see the final. Well, there could be more, but my guess is this is the final Ankh leading to the final boss, and that's really neat. So, how does one activate it? Good question. Home of the Mother. Thanks, bonus French fry, for the good luck. Yeah, we activated, we got the song. There's a hitbox on this. There's a hitbox on her boobs. I'd be lucky if we're done in 6 hours. I don't think tonight's going to be the last night. I think we have at least a couple more streams. Eagle 2022. Why don't I see that? Why doesn't that show up in Chatty? Does everybody else see Demon? I've seen it before. Is that a me thing? I don't. What happened, Captain? Or what did Twitch do? Captain sees it, but nobody else has a Twitch. That's so Twitch. That's so Twitch. Cap sub ran out. Gotta sub to yourself again, Captain. Subject? It's got to be the Caltrops. It's not the Caltrops. Have I tried looking in the Grand Canal? Have you tried Smile? Slim Blanc. Yeah, it's just because we had the time stop. Now I see it. Does everybody else see it that time? Captain resubbed to himself and everything is fixed. I'm going for 69. Hey Rio, how are you tonight? Oh, I dip. Pretty good. We made progress right at the start of stream. That was good. That was very good. Progress check. I still can't help but think that this gate is going to be important. It's very odd that it wouldn't be. Well, I do want to check. I do want to check if the Grail changed colors. I don't know if it was always this bright gold. Let's check that. Yeah, it's brighter now. That's what it looks like. like a mm, like a darker gold. And in my current save, yeah, it's brighter now. I don't really have. It's not letting me equip it like a usable item, but it's definitely empowered now. See if the fairy godmother says anything else now. Oh no, she's gone for good. I did not want to be hit by that. Hey Neko, progress check. Yeah, this is the ladder that I couldn't find before. So we had never seen one of those ladders before. Like, it just looked like background. But it wasn't background. I gone this way yet? Oh, well, that's not the way to go. Everything just does so much damage in here. Alright, well, here's Tiamat's room. I mean, there still is this room. Alright, it's time to look at the notes. Like it or not, we gotta look at the notes. Oops. By the way, I have the manual. I found interesting stuff in the manual. I'm gonna look through it again. The manual is a good read. There's some good expressions in there. The way I look at it is... Yeah, manual is good. The way I look at it is... That's probably the end of the game. My impression is that we're going to get that Ankh activated, and that's going to take us to the final boss. We still have a lot of hints that we haven't made connections to. Like the one that sticks out the most is the crosses. I still don't know how to activate the crosses. Although reading the manual, I got there's a really interesting page of the manual that I'm gonna show in a second, and some ideas I have branching off out of that. Probably the vessel is like what we use for the Ankh to activate that thing, although it wasn't. I don't know. At the same time, there's the split gate thing. This is confusing. I'm pretty sure, like, you fill up the Holy Grail with the stuff, but I don't. Every time I've tried to fill it up, it hasn't worked. It's not like it's a usable item, but mantras. We haven't got all the mantras. We haven't done what we need to do with the vessel. We haven't figured out the crosses. And if that's the end of the game, that means that we're probably not activating that Ankh, that big Ankh, until all of this is solved. Like, I wouldn't think I don't think there's like a hidden boss or anything in this game. I feel like it wouldn't let you beat the final boss with some puzzles unsolved. So all of this leads to progression forward, I would assume. Can reread what the father's laptop said, because that's the room that we just had access to the Ankas, and now is where we discover the laptop. Yeah, but let's go to the manual. This game is rated retro 30 plus. I just barely make the age requirement for this game. Company name, products, and goods registered in each company. We don't write our mark clearly in this book. What do they mean by that? What puzzle could that be a reference to? We will not replace the book if it has a manufacturing defect. Yep. Confirmed as literally a confirmed Boomer game. Oh, one thing I want to check that I saw in here. One thing is F1 is bound to pause. I want to see if pressing the keyboard doesn't like if I never pressed F1 before. I don't actually. I think these navigate through the menu. I want to try using the keyboard. I want to see if the pause screen with F1 looks different from, I don't know, the other pause screen. Let's go on a save screen. Go back to the giant. Alright, so if I press F1. Okay, it just brings that up. But okay, that brings up this menu. Okay, so the F keys let you jump around. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. But the pause menu doesn't do anything special. Or the pause menu that you get by pressing the keyboard button is just the regular big warp menu. The up button is for up moving using radders, entering the stores or the rooms. Down button is down moving using radders. Move, jump, use main weapon, sub weapon, usable weapons, switch to main weapon. Yeah, okay. Life meter, soul meter, coins. Player, character you handle. Oh, I see. I'm going to directly by pressing function keys, but the menu of specific software cannot be opened unless you launch the corresponding software. Space key and enter key is assigned to confirm button. Escape key is assigned cancel button. Fixedly. I like that. It's cute. They put little little like like comic situations. Solve a riddle before your eyes. Defeat the guardians somewhere. Get the items that are hidden in the ruins. Solve the riddles in the field. The ruins is divided into plural areas. The areas are called fields. One way is you get over the field you are in anyway. I'm not sure what that means. The purpose of the game is exploring La Mulana ruins, which is said the beginning of the civilizations. Though you say that you will solve the mystery, you can't know what the mystery are at all. For this reason, you may not understand what you should do, but if you follow next 4 advices, the road will open spontaneously. Well, if you say so, just solve the riddle, forehead. Here's how you make progress. Solve a riddle before your eyes. Configuration menu. Spood mailer. Yeah, hey, weren't today you going to make progress? That's so good, yeah. But Paul, I love you. Oh, Diane, shut up. Get out of my hut. He's eating ice cream. I get it. I get it, LeMaze. I sympathize completely. Yeah, exactly. Totally relatable. Zelpud mailer. Yeah, we got all of these. Pause screen. If you have Holy Grail, press the item button to switch to the Holy Grail menu, okay? Saving game. Yeah, you actually get the solutions to some of the puzzles in here. Yeah, the art is really cute. But like this straight up shows you, like, yeah, you get the serpent stick, you show it to this guy, you throw some shuriken at him, and then you get the double jump. What does this mean? Well, there are no women walking around anymore. You can't show them the Holy Grail. There's still something special I have to do with the Holy Grail. It's a different color now. Here's all the manual shows you every single item. Now I did find in here the piece of software I was missing. It's easy to see because it's the only one that's a CD. I don't have any CD software. There's one gap. Right here on the software screen between eMusic and Death V. And that has to be the CD. But CD doesn't look that important. Is disc made from store? Question mark. If once you insert this into a disk drive, it is impossible to eject. Actually, can we make this a little bit bigger? Yeah, because it even has these in order. Google Street Yahoo map Map Street. Googloo Street. I have these ones. Guild. Yeah, the one right after A Musica. B.O. La Mulana. I don't. It could be. It could be required. I don't have this, but I don't know. But that's the piece of software we're missing. Now this one here, we're gonna have to come back to this one, this page, because there's something up with this page. Words not reglement manual turtle. Is that actually a sentence in the manual somewhere? Is that in one of these? Control F. Words. Nope. Oh, okay. I mean, this manual is full of like second language English, so just being absurd. Yeah. So I figured, I was like, well, it's probably a sentence in the manual. The cover of Weapon. Sansei, third generation Japanese American. Nisei, second generation Japanese American. Yeah, the manual is not well translated. Could you imagine how bad it would be if the hint stones were written by the same people who wrote the manual or translated by the same people who translated the manual? That would be a huge feels bad, man. I mean, the game would be unplayable because, like, trying to determine every tiny nuance of the hints to maybe see what you're supposed to do is a big part of the game. So if the hints are unreadable, it's just like the game's unplayable. Girl sleeping inside the ruins, 19 years old, whom is said, in fact, keep sleeping for over 3,000 years. I see. This is when I saw this image of Mulbrook too, it's surprisingly detailed. Like look at all that thigh. Yeah, this is an OIC. Girl sleeping inside the ruins. She is one of the clan of the four philosophers who also keep living inside of the same ruins and keeps her everlasting life by the way, which is different from the four philosophers because of the distinguished intuition she has from her childhood. If you can release her from the dormancy, her wealth of knowledge about the ruins must be helpful. However, she has trouble waking up because of the 1,000 years sleeping. Using her brain makes herself to be sleepy, and she may be sleeping on your visit. She is still a teenager and curious about the trend of the present day. Okay. She's my age, 3,000 years. No, this is the manual that comes with the game when you buy it on Steam, and it says at the top here. It says at the top, we will not replace this book if it has a manufacturing defect. So I would assume it's also printed. Like, I don't know if you can buy... I didn't think you could buy physical copies of this game. But unless that's just a copy-paste they took from somewhere. It's copy-paste legalese. It would just make it sound like it's actually printed somewhere. I mean, it sure looks like it was... I mean, it looks like a real manual. But yeah, you buy this game on Steam, and it comes with the manual. And I have consulted it before. It actually gives you a lot of information for just being a manual. But I feel like it's fair game to consult this. Maybe it was printed book for back. Oh, that would be really cool. You know what? You're probably right, Servo. Well, no, but the second game was the only one that was backed, right? Yeah, the second game was the only one that was backed, I think. Right? La Mulana 1 wasn't backed. Did it say age 30 plus? Where? Yeah, it does. It's over here. It's rated Retro 30 plus. Game includes 2D graphics and retro expressions. So I barely make the age requirements to play this game. A letter reached Professor Lemeza teaching archaeology at a university. Eventually, I found it. I've won. The Kosugi clan have been pushing the archaeology for generations. The ruins which they have been researching, the La Mulana ruins, is said to be the birthplace of the civilizations. The letter was written by the father, and word that he had found it. Who is this? I mean, I've seen this symbol in the ruins. I think this is in I think this is a meaning. I think the symbol means something, a number. But I feel like I also saw it in Tower of Ruin. Yeah, I was really surprised to see the item section turn on. I consulted this manual. Well, I didn't actually know it had a manual, and I didn't realize it came with the game. So I didn't have it. I didn't read it until like maybe at least halfway in, and then it was probably I think I looked in the manual for the first time we were in Chamber of Birth, and that's when I kind of figured out like, okay, when I was missing like 3 items, and it was actually super helpful because it helped me focus on like this part right here is really important. Arda, a relic that can manipulate spells. Because wasn't like, you get the first mantra pretty early, even before you have the Jed Pillar. So when I found out that you'd probably need the Jed Pillar, although there are some hints that say Jed Pillar to activate the spells. Plus, this is huge. The software that telling you that there is a mantra software, very helpful. But yeah, it does give you a lot of information about. I mean, it tells you every item in existence, which kind of odd because I feel like that's part of discovering the items as part of the game. But they decided that was worth putting in the manual. Can't play this, always follow the rules. Yeah, the software I'm missing is this one. The software doesn't straight up tell you what it does, but the Bao La Mulana, Bio La Mulana, it's the only one that's a CD. Disc made from stone? Question mark. If once you insert into a disk drive, it is impossible to eject. Maybe that's like hard mode. And the part where it says if you equip it, you can't unequip it, or implies that, it's kind of feels bad, man. All right, now we have to focus on this page, because I was reading the manual offline a couple times for stream today, and this page really stuck out to me. Each field in the ruins has 20 screens, which I never realized before. But yeah, all of the fields are the same size. They just have a different like shape, which this says is actually not true. Each side, thank goodness this has an image, because like the description is not readable. Every side of each screens adjoins next screen horizontal and vertically. Shape of each fields is complicated. However, it can be arranged rectangle-shaped of 4x5 squares. If you keep this in mind, you will easily understand the structure of the field. Ah, exactly, an alien invader. The fields are partitioned a unit called room or view. Each of rooms or views has their name. Their names may be found at hint messages. You can learn a name of room or view. If you have Map and Yagoo Map Reader, be sure to see them. Whew. I feel like this manual has Katsu Shikigami 2 levels of English. This is Gate of Guidance. This is Gate of Guidance, which straight up just shows you the whole Gate of Guidance field in the manual. But Gate of Guidance isn't shaped like this. It's not shaped like this. It like has, well, okay, let's do this. Let's go to Gate of Guidance. The Gate of Guidance looks like that. The map there. But what the manual says is you could kind of see like how it juts out here. You basically are like wrap it around, as I understand it. So these two pieces like wrap around to this side, and these two pieces that are down here like a backwards L. This one just like wraps around up here, and then this one wraps around up here as well, but then over to here, which wraps around to here. So you can if you follow this logic, Big Blaine, yes. If you follow this logic, you can shape everything into a 4x5 square. Which isn't a square, but whatever. The first thing that came to mind when I saw this was the statue that points up in Inferno. And I do have because I was on my Trello board earlier today, and I remembered that I don't even have to open the game to see this map, because I made it somewhere. We made screenshots of birth and extinction maps back forever ago when I was stuck in Chamber of Birth. So this one's extinction. No, wait. I also have Inferno's in here somewhere. Gates? Is this Inferno? Okay, yeah, this is Inferno. Yeah, Inferno. Do all attachments. Power of Ruin, Birth. Yeah, Inferno. This is Inferno. So this is the entrance to. Well, let's open this in a new tab so we can make it super big. Okay, that's good. Time to grab Photoshop and start making rooms. It might come to that. All right, this is Inferno. This is the entrance or exit to the Egypt place. This goes up to Twin Labs. This is where the statue is right here. That's pointing up. And this is Echidna's room. This is what I figured out. Like if you wrap this around, okay. So, let's say I think the easiest way to see the grid is say this is like the base grid. Because what is it again? It's each is 4. So the width of the map is always 4, and the height is always 5. So this is, it's easiest I'd say to say this is like the base rectangle. So this is, don't need to do anything here, don't need to do anything for this one. And then this room with the purple border wraps around to here. This just sort of, all of these 3 rooms wrap around to here. This wraps up to here. And then these 2 wrap around to here. So this one wraps to over here. And then this one with the gate wraps to here. This is where the statue is. So the statue points up to Echidna's room, which is the, well, I mean, we can go there. But when I figured this out, I was like, I had a moment of excitement that lasted for all of like a quarter of a second. Because even if you figure out the statue is pointing to Echidna's room, I don't know what to do in Echidna's room. Echidna's room looks like this. I mean, it does have, okay, this is the room, because we actually have a screenshot of it. This is the room that the statue points to. I took a whole screenshot of the room because at the time, it looks like there's something behind this statue. I mean, this statue almost looks like the statue in, the statue in Inferno. And it looks like there's a little switch behind it. I can't figure out how to get there. So it's like, okay, the statue points to this room, and I'll go there again in the game, and we'll think, or I don't know what we do. I mean, there's a little something weird here. There's something weird here. The background, like a little circle hole. I don't know what would go in there, but this is the room that the statue points to. So I don't know. Let's go there and spend some time and see. Let's go to the statue first. The manual was right? Why is that funny? Of course the manual is right. The manual was written by the creators of the game themselves. Can't be wrong. Well, there's kind of holes here too. That hole might not be that special. Pointing up. I think while I'm at it, I'll screenshot this room so I don't have to come here ever again to look at it. Alright. Lamia. Cute snack. It's probably not the same snake in the background. Maybe? If you position it right, the statue can look like it's wearing your indestructible hat. Like that? Micah, please. It has titties, so it must be the same. The hairline looks different. This is like, what do you call this? It's like side parted bangs. Is that the term? And this one doesn't have bangs. Maybe this is like an old. I mean, they could just be two different giants. Because the giants could have looked like this. The snaky giants. This generation could have been the snaky giants. Have you tried booting up Lamborghini Automobile? No, not considered doing that. I don't think I'd like to either. This one doesn't look like it has arms. This is a snake that has arms. This one doesn't have arms. Alright, well, we'll go there. But I don't... Like, sure. What if like, now that we know that Echidna's room, Statue of the Giant, is above, what does that do for us, though? think I saw this Tapioca solve this puzzle in Gex, just in your case you exhaust all of your ideas. Alright, I'll have to check Tapioca's VOD then. Momam69, where they play Gex for 30 days straight. I can't wait for Momam64, where it's all just N64 games. I want to fill up the damn thing. Make this be a usable item. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, this is Echidna's Chamber. I really thought Grandson Vegeta would tie the series back in Momam 63, but alas, Momam 64 was already decided. It's been 120 said, I really has. Stand up and all the game if you need it. Hey, Tapioca. How are you doing? Yep. Going on 128 now. Hey. Could you always use to hit those? Implemented NPC pathfinding engine tonight. It's so dirty, but it works. So, okay. Yo, nice. Lake slide or lake slide. That's really cool. The last jewel lies within blank. It glows red from within the key to the blank. What kind of game are you thinking about making when you finish the engine? Like a RPG? I mean, if it's got NPCs, sounds kind of RPG-like. It's an RPG thing, top secret, mostly because you will laugh at me. That's really cool. Oh, That's really good. Exclusivity deal to only play Tapioca RPGs. I'll sign it in a heartbeat. So I mean that's great because if you go to every map and figure out the whole thing where you wrap it around and it's like, oh, okay, the giant points to Echidna's chamber. And it's like, well, you go there, well, what are you going to do? Now, the surface doesn't fit. The surface does not fit. Gimmo already knows. Gimmo does not lack the critical information. What is the statue that we didn't use for any of the puzzles? PMD World Champion didn't get where he is today, but not knowing stuff. At least talked about the previous iteration. Holy Grail, you have holds hidden power. Once you have filled it with memories of all the lands, power will dwell in the Holy Grail. Apparently the Grail is the only way to receive the powers of the Great Mother. Yeah, we need to figure out the wedge thing. The wedge thing is connected to the wedge thing is connected to the mantras, because we have a thing that says summon the mother. Thus we gave no memory of the mother to ye, the eighth children. We believe that only those who perceive the mother as ruins could truly defeat her. The mother's flesh spans the whole of these ruins. It's considered impossible to defeat her. You must attack her soul. Summon the mother's soul here. Force her to take shape. The technique has been laid out for you. It is a hidden technique that we, the seventh children, created. Shall tell ye how it is done. Drive 8 wedges into the mother's body. Take the Jed pillar and the Magatama jewel in hand and recite the mantra. I can't hold both at the same time, so that's problematic. The mantra has been inscribed upon the markers. Drive the wedges from the heels. What does that mean? The heels. Recite the mantra correctly. Let us seal Tiamat, Baphomet, Palenque, the Bahamut, Elmec, Socket, and Amphisbaena. Now the fact that that order sounds important. So I kind of want to see if I can't seal Tiamat, because I have Marduk, which would be the Tiamat mantra. Strike the wedge, disturb the mother's slumber. Only then shall the shrine of the mother show its true form. Let us seal W. Strike the wedge. I swear I struck the wedges. So you need to get. I'm assuming there's going to be a mantra for each of them. There's 8 mantras we have to get. We have one. The Marduk one. The Marduk one is tied to Tiamat. So the other mantras are probably just pepper everything. I'm glad someone made that an emote. That is great. I have peppered a lot of things. How am I going to strike the wedge? I'm going back to my notes. Going back to the notepad. We're going to control F wedge. Just in case some of it didn't get into the Guardian protects something else. There'll be a wedge there. 8 wedges will get formed to the soul. Now that's concerning to me because I never. Okay, I have a theory. I do have a theory, but I'm scared of it. There's wedges in the Shrine of the Mother. Right? Doesn't seem. If any of them is interactable by us, it's the Tiamat one. I went to the Tiamat one, but I'll go there again. And I'll try doing this stuff again. I tried hitting it because it says strike the wedge. But the hint that says the Guardian protects something else, there will be a wedge there. 8 wedges will get formed to the soul. We never killed a Guardian where the wedges are. The Guardians are all in their fields, and the wedges are all in Shrine of the Mother. So, what if you find the wedges in the Shrine of the Mother, and there's no 2 wedges in the same room. You find where the wedges in the Shrine of the Mother. You mark that on the map. You go to the world where the Guardian was. So in Tiamat's case, you go to the Dimensionless Corridor. You go to the part of the field, the room in the Dimensionless Corridor that corresponds to where the wedge is in the Shrine of the Mother, and you do something there. Because it's as if this hint kind of vaguely suggests that. The Guardian protects something else, so there'll be a wedge there. There's never been a Guardian anywhere close to where the wedges as we see them are. So, 8 wedges will give form to the Shrine of the Mother. Give form to the. All right, wait. I need to look up the other wedge hints though. Wedges. Well, I did write down their location, but it doesn't help me now. Strike the wedge. Disturb the mother's slumber. Only then shall the Shrine of the Mother show its true form. Drive 8 wedges in the mother's body. Drive the wedges from the heels. That's the part that bugs me. What does that mean? To the one that challenges new at a battle, the one who drives a wedge into the mother as she rests, that thou art chosen. That thou art those chosen one, we pray. I think I just copied that wrong. That's it. That's the only time wedges are referenced. What if Mega Man? So the wedges and the mantras are connected because they're referenced in connection to each other by what the philosopher says. Cite the mantra, drive the wedges. So that process is connected. The crosses are not. The crosses feel more connected to Dracuet. Because I still haven't found the statue that's unrelated to any of the puzzles. But if it's not the wedges, maybe because it does say that the glowing red crucifix is a beacon that connects the seen and the unseen. could it be the crosses that instead of the wedges? Yeah. What if you're here's a here's a note from SG4E past. What if you're supposed to go to the alternate world in the room mirrored by the crosses location to do something there? But at the time, I didn't know about the make it into a 4x5 grid. So it could be the crosses that you're meant to do that. I don't know. Those are the three things that bug me. Those are the three like major points. Like the vessel is whatever. Like I think we have the right stuff in the vessel, so that's fine. I think we've got the right secret elixir of life in the vessel. This bugs me. This bugs me, but not as much as the other things. Like whatever this is supposed to do, where you get another like the Holy Grail and pour it on the gates. I don't get that part. But the things that I feel like are major puzzles that we haven't done yet are the mantras. Still need to find most of the mantras. The wedges. The connection between the mantra and the wedges. And then completely unrelated, the crosses. That's what I want to focus on. Latin note. Let's go to Tiamat's wedge again. Latrine note. Now, I actually made it to Shrine of the Mother with most of my health for once. So Shrine of the Mother's grid is easy to see. But there's Socket's wedge. But the question is, with this strategy, like, do you say that in your 4x5 grid, do you, if this actually works out, where you rearrange it into the 4x5 grid, and then you go to another field and you go to where the wedge was, do you say this is the top left corner? Or do you say this is the top left corner, then down one? Because it's a question of, do you wrap the two bottom pieces to the top? The two bottom rooms to the top? Or do you map the two top rooms to the bottom? So that's kind of a complication for trying to find, like, a kid, no matter how, in the same field, it'll always work out. So, like, the giant is 100% pointing to that chamber, Echidna's chamber. Because no matter how you decide to wrap it, the position of the rooms relative to each other will always be the same. But the position of the rooms in a field relative to the position of the rooms in another field isn't necessarily the same. It depends on how you wrap it. Depends on how you wrap around the rooms that aren't a part of the grid in each field. But I don't care about sockets right now, because if anything, I've got the only one I can do now is Tiamat's. So let's go to Tiamat's plaque. This is Amphisbaena. Alright, this is Amphisbaena's room. Or Tiamat's room, I mean. I'll just screenshot it. Wedges. I guess we're making a new list. Punk rock posters on the side that says, "Mom, keep out." No moms allowed. Land watched over by 8 spirits. Oh, that's the ruins. Well, it's also Tiamat's. It's also Dimensionless Corridor. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was going to fall down. It has to be Marduk. Well, I'm dead. You can't get back up there. Won't let me read that. Why does this drop Chakran? Alright, there's the map of Dimensionless Corridor. I mean, it looks like the top... like the top one's just map down. That would make sense. And then your grid is a pretty easy grid to see. So... Let's just say these go down here. And then this is the top. So Socket's room is the top. This is Tiamat. So it's second down and then over 3. I think. Yeah. Second down and then over 3. So that would put it at the room that's 2 up and 1 right from where I am now. So 2 up, 1 right. That's 1 up. One right. So Tiamat's would be right down at the bottom there. It's down here, the wedge. Like right here. Ish. Well, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to. All right, let's try and find the connections between the crosses. So this cross is down 3 and second from the left. Down 3, second from the left. It's like in the right over there. Let's see if I can't remember that. But down 3, second from the left. Hmm. Oh. 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 That's where that cross is. That's interesting. Or is it? Let's compare some other crosses. Let's compare Gate of Guidances. The Gate of Guidances cross is, well, I mean, we can just look at the manual and know canonically where it is. The Gate of Guardians cross is this room right here. Zoom in. Any zoomers? This room right here. So that's down, last one at the bottom, and then right one. Gate Guardian. Could that be where that cross is? If the crosses really are connected this way, can we rearrange this room? Can we rearrange this grid, this field, I mean? Can we rearrange this field in a way where the crosses line up? So that has to be the last row at the bottom. So you can get that. Maybe? Let me change my capture to have a mouse. Alright, do we have a mouse now? We do. Okay. So this has to be the last row. And we need this to be second from the left. It has to like wrap around. It's making my head hurt. If the crosses really are connected, they're like anchors between. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So this would be the last row. But how do we configure the last row where this does this even do anything for us though? No, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this wraps around in here. That makes sense. This wraps around into there. Perfect. You could just like a sock on a shoe or a foot. Goes in there. This wraps up to there, and then this wraps over to there. I don't quite see how. Alright, whatever. So I don't think the crosses are connected. Maybe. I don't quite see a way to wrap this where it makes any sense for this to be this. I don't even know if what we gained from doing that. Alright, so this is the first row. No, this is the first row. I mean, you could wrap this down here, and then that would be the first row. Do you think the gates are connected between the two? Which one of these rooms is the gate? Boss room. No, the gate's right here. I don't think the gates are connected. I mean, even if they were... No. Well... No, it doesn't matter. I'm not getting sidetracked by that. This goes into there. You could move this whole... Like, it's just a question of do you move the top down or over. Alright, let's say we move the top down. Top down. Goes here. This wraps over to here. So this is 1. This is 2. 3, 4, 5, over 1. This room. This room. How do I get to there? Okay, let's try to get to there. Alright, this is the room. If this is the room, then the cross is right in the center. Oh, sorry. Here. Well, it's like, sure, what do I do there? The Magatama Jewel. Jed Pillar Spellless? I really don't know. Alright, what if instead of wrapping, you wrap the bottom up? Or no, you wrap the top down. Oh no, that was the philosophy if you wrap the top down. Now let's wrap the top up. Or whatever the other side is. So this would be, if this isn't down here, then you say this is the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the bottom. And then here. Let's try getting to here. And look for the cross, or where the cross would be. No, this is not. Position of the cross isn't. Like accessible even. Oh. Well, bro, can you say something more interesting? I mean, if the crosses do mark something in the other world, then this cross is the best place to test that hypothesis. Is it not? Because this should take you to the flip side. This gate takes you to the flip side, and then the cross is right here. This is where the cross would be. La Mulana Bat Sanctuary volunteer program to help fight white nose syndrome. Sure. Everybody support that cause. Seems admirable. It's the Jed Pillar lax, yep. Alright, I think the crosses do something else. This is where the cross must mirror to. Dribble honey on everything. Progress check. Got to experience for a little bit the jams, and I left. Baited. Oh, this is pretty rough. Let's just go back and read the mantra hints, maybe. Nah, this is gonna be. I mean, this is the last puzzle of the game, probably, because we have the Yonk to summon the final boss. Which was probably the end of the game once we do that. So this has to be the hardest puzzle of the game. It's the last one. You basically go into, you find a room and a altar appears. Like an altar. And if you take an Ankh, which is an item, and you stand in front of the altar and use it, you summon the boss. So every field is about two things. To complete each field, you have to do two things. You have to summon the altar, get the altar to appear, that is, and then you have to find the Ankh for that area. And then you just bring them together, and then the boss appears. But the cross that we saw in that one room when the special music played, that was a lot bigger than the previous altars. I suspect, well, and I have hints that would indicate that summoning the boss there is going to be different from the previous processes. Formal invitation on high quality paper goes a long way. Yeah, it sounds pretty straightforward, and it is when you have both the Ankh of the area and the altar of the area. But basically how every field is set up, it's to get the altar to appear, you have to do all the puzzles. Or half of the puzzles to get the altar to appear and half of the puzzles to get the Ankh to appear. What bugs me about the first mantra is that one was just there. That one, unless I did what I was supposed to do by accident, and we got this one super early. We got this one super early even without the Jed Pillar. Fourth mantra is inside the giant. She who stands in the land of Inferno. Like the fifth mantra, for instance, I have a really good idea of what statue that's referring, the goddess. Like I've been there. There's like a nice platform underneath her. But the stone to read the mantra isn't there. But the first mantra, the stone just appeared as soon as we walked into the area. This one's gonna suck, though. This one is gonna suck. The last mantra is the sign of courage. I don't know, maybe that's the... Oh, it could be the Mulana Talisman. Who knows? Top tier hint. See? That one's just there. Well, that one resummons a lot of the time. Yeah, I have noticed that. That one keeps respawning. It seems like it keeps respawning every time you load from a save file, but it's been there for forever. I mean, it wasn't there when we walked in the first time, but I think, like, I'm not sure if it was there as soon as we read the tablet. I don't think it was, but it showed up not that long after. I don't know what I feel like I didn't do anything to get it to appear there. That's the issue. Because I feel like there's some other areas where I know, like the goddess one. I'll show everybody where I think the goddess one is. Actually, let's go from the surface. Alright. This is the collapse tower right here. And this is the one staring at it. Look at her face. She's staring right at it. So beneath would be here. Or here. I'm pretty sure this is where that stone would spawn. So that's fine. It's not here. I feel like this is where it would be. So that means in order to get it, I need to do something else. So I guess I can ask myself, what did I do in... What could I have possibly done in the Endless Corridor to spawn that one that I haven't done elsewhere? It's possible you have to get them in order. This is like the 5th one. And Marduk is the 1st one. I just pressed all the buttons on every pixel. But, well, the 2nd one is in Twin Labs. Well, it says it's at the foot of the 2 twins. Which means it's probably in Twin Labs. Twin Labs is a pain in the ass to go around every room. But I've definitely been in every room of Twin Labs since I got the 1st one, because I don't think we had even cleared Twin Labs at that time. We definitely hadn't cleared Endless Corridor at that time. Twins? Forget to whip a pixel. Gemini Elf? And then there are the crosses. Actually, I don't see any eyes anywhere. What? Ugh, there was an eye. Lesbian elf card. Yeah, I know the one now. I know that card. So it should be right here. Here is where it should be. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. So we could Magatama jewel ourselves. But I didn't get the 1st one to spawn with the Magatama Jewel. So another possibility is once you like seal the first wedge, one of the things we do know I take it back. We don't know anything. Well, one of the things we do know is we have a hint that says, what's that hint again? The Guardian protects something else. There will be a wedge there. So one of the rooms where we fought a Guardian has a wedge in it. I know that I don't know anything. Socrates said that. So what if we could just go to every arena where we fought a boss and just do stuff? Random stuff. Eventually we'll find a wedge. Oh, that won't work. That actually won't work. Because we have to activate the edges in order, I'm pretty sure. We gotta do Tiamat's first. Man. Rip that plan. Firm belief. This is a hint that really screws me up. There are two angel shields shining gold in this world. One lies in a twisted world, one can be found in a deception. I only ever found one angel shield. Don't even remember what Tiamat was by this point. I only ever found one angel shield. And that was in the Dimensionless Corridor. I don't know why I would need to. But yeah, I haven't done this hint. Yeah, maybe we should let me see. Do I have I better actually move this into unsolved because I unless this is just very metaphorical and there is just one angel shield. I never got another angel shield. There are two angel shield. Oh, still thinking about that volcano platform puzzle back in December 6th. Wait for nightfall in front of the statue that is unrelated to any of the puzzles, and seek out the one who watches over travelers. Come to the gate of the night without being seen. Come to the gate in the darkness of night. What does it mean? There are a lot of statues in the ruins. Even from a later age made them put them up as decoration. I don't know. I mean, this area does look weird. Alright, this sounds really dumb, but hear me out. This sounds really dumb. But my brain is kind of fried, and I don't have anything better to go on. Let's equip the Jed Pillar and Marduk. Go to the dimensional corridor and spam the hell out of the mantra in every room. Get your Marduk ready. Kaizo puzzles. Like every corner, just every pixel is getting a Marduk. You get a Marduk, and you get a Marduk, and you get a Marduk. See, we pissed it off. We pissed it off because we're getting close to the solution. Marduk Polo. And guess what? After we do this, we're gonna go to the Endless Corridor and do it again. Marduk. Imagine if this was spray paint. Oh, I need to get it on the ding ding ding. Need to get it on the ladder too. All right, this room is clear. That's two rooms down. Now we just have to do 18 more. How bad can it be? That's 10% done already. Yeah, the fact that I'm getting punished for doing this by those things lets me know I'm on the right track. Lets me know that this puzzle is brute forceable. They don't take kindly to Marduk being chanted everywhere. Two rooms marinated by Marduk. Not that I remember. They might have. They might have. But let's see if there's one in here. They might have actually. It might just be a thing if you stay in the room for too long. Because I haven't been in these rooms for that long, chanting Marduk everywhere. Standing in front of them or hitting them angers them. I would imagine some dude yelling Marduk 200 times in your room that's otherwise just a bunch of bats hanging out and not, otherwise peace and quiet. I think that'd make you pretty angry too. Just some random dude comes in the room and is just like Marduk, 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 Marduk. But wouldn't you shoot him too? Don't run out of MP. Just wanted to double check and make sure I'm still on Marduk. We wouldn't want to be chanting anything but Marduk in here. I think these two rooms are clear. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Marduk? The rival worship of Darkwing. All right, so the bottom half is done. We just need to do the top half. Marduk check? Just one more Marduk before bed, Mom. Yeah. Hey, Mobile Keys. Yeah, this is like... this is like a complete desperation. If you call solving a puzzle, going to every pixel in 20 rooms and using an item that might not even be the item you're supposed to use, might not have an activation anywhere in here, solving a puzzle, then yes. Yes, I am solving a puzzle. Yeah, I have been. And I've also been spending over 130 hours now in this game. But it's been a good time. We've seen the final Ankh in the Shrine of the Mother. Just discovered it today. So the end is in sight. It's just now is the ruins' greatest puzzle of all, hardest puzzle, because it's probably the last puzzle. Let me go down here and see if I did this room. Let's see. Let's retrace our steps. Shoot, I don't think I've been in this room yet. Let's do this room. Yeah, because you go there, you go there, you go up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't done this room. Not that accessible. I have to do the room that to the left too, but... You beat the game, you have to watch Pi's run of this. He had a ton of great moments, I bet he did. I'll have to check. I'll have to check that out. I think one of them was he died. I had heard about he died. I think it's called Baphomet or whatever. The one, like the Twin Labyrinths boss. Because the Twin Labyrinths boss, like, after you've killed it, it has like a jebaited moment where it can still hit you. And he died of that. Him dying to traps are the best. I spent 5 hours fighting Baphomet. He had 29 health after dealing the last, and please tell me he did die, yeah. And started screaming. We all know where this goes. That clip has 2.5 views. Top moments of the stream. Key of Eternity Rock was also a great moment. Oompas was searching for the dancing man, so he played Abba's Dancing Queen. Oh, I mean that's got to be a huge. Anybody who plays this game when they discover that is, it's you just a waterfall of emotions. Happiness, anger, sadness, despair. Do the Mario, great moment. Yeah, the pod is hinted because it's actually, I think that's a really cool puzzle. It's extremely brutal, but it's peak La Mulana, and that's a really cool puzzle. But there is a hint stone that said, there's a hint stone in Tower of the Goddess, in fact. So you need to read that hint stone and be on high alert because that's where you're balled because of that puzzle. And it says, I think it says tower moves by the power, and then it says the place where the finger points and Anunnaki refuses to gaze. And Anunnaki is a mural at the bottom of Spring of the Sky that's facing one direction. And the wall that Anunnaki is not facing is the one that you can walk into and fall down to get to the like the plug that you stab. And then where the finger points is socket or not socket, but the giant who points to that. Yeah, it's on the same hint stone. You just have to. Well, if you solve, well. You're kind of screwed if you don't ID that mural. You're kind of screwed if you don't ID that mural because you don't know that's Anunnaki. But if you know that's Anunnaki and you kind of feel like, okay, that's half of the hint, maybe you put 2 and 2 together that the other half of that puzzle is where the finger points, and hopefully you end up at Mausoleum of Giants. I mean, I was stuck there for quite a while, but I was very happy when I finished that. Reboot. I'm just gonna make one jump here. I'm actually not going to go up to the top there. You can get up there with a damage boost, but if it's up there, just GG Nigoro. If I did this whole field and the solution is up there, just GG Nigoro. You got me. All right. Well, I think we can safely say there is no activation in dimensional corridor where you say Marduk somewhere. Now maybe it's in endless corridor, but I'll leave that for another day of desperation. Let's try something else. Should have come up with some more ideas. Like it's possible it's you. Well, the summon the mother hint says take the Magatama Jewel and the Jed Pillar in hand. Now you can't have both at the same time, which sucks. But I don't actually know how to interpret that hint. You do use the Magatama Jewel to get the Jed Pillar, so that's my current interpretation. But it's possible a quick dip, yes. It's possible you have to like use one and then use the other at the spot. That's possible. I think that hint is down here. I think it's that stone right there. The lake created by, it does even say Ribu. It does say Ribu, and it gives you the color coded color on the words. Make it stand out. Ribu carries the water to the tower, the place where the finger points, and Anunnaki refuses to gaze upon. I feel like Tower of the Goddess is a significant step up in puzzle difficulty. I feel like this game does have difficulty slopes or steps, and Tower of Goddess is one, and Chamber of Birth is probably another one. I mean, there's probably one before that. I feel like the first half of the game is kind of comfy puzzling. And I forget where I would say the first big jump in difficulty is. There might be one. I feel like there's one before Tower of Goddess where the puzzles start feeling real. But Tower of Goddess is definitely a jump in difficulty. And so is Chamber of Birth. And these mantras really feel like one too. Oh, Fake Eden. Yes, Fake Eden. Fake Eden might be the first one because, let me see. If I recall correctly, I don't remember where you get the Apple of Eden, but forget which one would probably come first. But yeah, definitely Eden is a jump. Eden is just kind of, I know people who stop playing at Eden, and I can see why. It's like a grindy puzzle too. Like Eden is just an area that you kind of don't want to be in. Second floor of Endless catches a lot of people. Oh, I bet. Okay, yeah, you solve the moon's puzzle, you get the apple of Eden. So you theoretically can have access to that well before Tower of the Goddess, yeah. So yeah, that would be the first, like, yeah, that'd probably be the first step in away from comfy puzzling into La Milana tier puzzling. The Infinite Falling Room is part of... No, second floor is is you have to you have to do a puzzle with the La Mulana script. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I bet the achievements do tell that story. This area is called Concubine. Makes you feel better. I first learned of this game when someone made a video about taking 300 hours to beat the game hintless, and even Pi did it in about 75 to 100 hours with hints. I definitely benefited from some luck in that time too. I will say that like if you're just always trying stuff, that helps a lot. Like there are some not so much late game puzzles, but early game puzzles that like the thing that walls people in Eden was kind of accomplished by me just pushing down a lot of places. Now the hint that is supposed to tell you how to solve the progress block in Eden does tell you to be on bended knee. So I was like, well, what if I just mash down a lot? I do a lot of item, like I'm always pressing buttons wherever I go. So that definitely does help you. 3 hours on the shuriken puddles, yes. Well, I can totally see that. The thing that is, I think, particularly tough about later game La Mulana is, like, consider the Eden puzzle, right? At that point in the game, like the shuriken puzzle, at that point in the game, you've got a lot of other places to go to. So I think some of the most punishing parts about La Mulana, not that they're bad, that's just they're punishing, is a lot of the times you have several opportunities where maybe progress is available to you, several different areas. And you know, like you're in Eden, and you're like, well, I'm not making progress here, but maybe it's because I don't have the tools to progress, and maybe I need to be doing something else. When you have like 3 or 4 different areas where you kind of feel that, like maybe I can make progress here, or maybe it's not possible at this point, but it's like I got to make progress somewhere. That's where it's kind of, that's where it can get pretty tough. There's a clip of him taking his mouse and going, well, this spot where the shuriken was is really suspicious. Because the background behind it. Yeah, the background behind it kind of was suspicious to me too. But I don't know where to go. It was titled No Fallen Item Here. That's really funny. I saw one guy pick up the game after hearing someone complain about it. Hintless took him about 93 hours, but it varies a lot. Plus the Switch version change thing. What the Switch version change isn't a spoiler. Someone told me the Switch version nerfs my strat. It makes it more difficult to just press. I mean, I've done a lot of just go everywhere and use your item button. And I heard that the Switch version makes that not as friendly. Switch version also changes the jumping mechanics. It makes it more in line with La Mulana 2, whatever that means, because I've not played La Mulana 2 yet either. Apparently jumping is different in that game. Or harder to solve by accident. I have heard that the do the Mario puzzle. once you like activate that puzzle or have the ability to solve it or some other, apparently at some point you do hit a flag, and it makes it so that that pot doesn't break. I think the pot is still breakable when you go like to there the first time earlier in the game, but at some point it becomes unbreakable. Yeah, the pot and the switch puzzle can't break. Can it never break, or does it just not break after a certain point? Solar Man put it best. Llama Lana 2 is better in some places and worse in some places. After you get the tablet hit. Slim smart. Some visual stuff is more obvious. So it sounds like they made La Mulana 1 easier on the Switch version. Is that a fair conclusion? Aside from making it harder to solve by accident. Aside from the brute force method being nerfed, seems otherwise they've made the puzzles easier by accentuating some stuff. A little, but not by much. Okay, yeah, sounds about right. Lots of quality of life in the Switch version. Patched a glitch used very often for the speedrun. They added a puzzle step to reaching Chi-Yu for some reason. That's the boss in like the pit in Gate of Illusions, right? I mean, it's not easy to get there in the first place. So it's kind of surprising that it needed something else. That's the one, right? In Eden? Guy with all the hands. But Madman adds a puzzle to Gate of Illusion. Nigoro does. Found the key to Eternity Clip. You have to scan the flame that the ghost maiden emerges from at some point. That's bizarre. That's kind of bizarre. I don't know. I didn't when I was in Eden, I wasn't like, you know what, this area needed more puzzles, but that's odd. It's odd to add something that wasn't in the game, a puzzle that wasn't in the game to that. Sure, drop the clip in chat. Bum 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 bum. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Yep. I did not die there, actually. I did not die there. Because that looks suspicious AF, and I GTFO'd as soon as I killed, right after that. I do remember not dying there. Hold right is the strat. Yeah, was Nero? Nero was upset. Sure, if you have the Baphomet clip handy, go ahead. Pi was slowly whittling. Yeah, that I don't know what the strat is. I kind of don't want to know because I want to play this game. As soon as I beat this game, the next stream is going to be me playing it again with all of the knowledge before and lacking all of the knowledge that I still haven't acquired. And the Chi Yu, I don't know what the optimal strat is, but I gunned it down and it took a lot of bullets. I did try the shurikens and stuff, but it did not take a lot of damage from that. Baphomet clip is so good. It's a little salty every time somebody doesn't die there. He's so happy. He's so happy. He doesn't even have his hand on the controller. Wait, that reaction. That reaction though. Like there's three different faces. Look, he's got the popping off face, and then he realizes, wait, I'm taking damage, and it's like the serious face grabbing the controller, and then the face of despair. Spent 5 hours. Did get the run back and immediately gamed. Pi beat him next attempt. It was that moment he knew. I don't want to be in here. I don't know how I ended up here, but I don't want to be there. I've Marduked already completely here. Let's just we haven't been mausoleum in a while. Let's mausoleum ourselves. Let's read the. I kind of just walking around for a little bit. My brain kind of recovered some of its energy, so we can do a think. We can actually start thinking again instead of wandering. Is a forbidden treasure that should not be seen nor used. By the way, this is a Trello board. Obviously, only I have the permissions to edit it, but it's public for anybody to look at. So if you're curious about the unsolved mysteries and the progress and the whatever, it's all on there. Age check. Created a treasure, but it was acknowledged by none, and thus I failed to become a philosopher. The IA SIP image. Yeah. That was me the first time we built this board, and every time we go to reconsult it. Is forbidden that is a forbidden treasure that should neither be seen nor used. Should you seek it, visit me here. I am one who should not exist. I'm hiding so as not to be found. I wait beyond the gate of no entry. Wait for nightfall in front of the statue that is unrelated to any of the puzzles. And seek out the one who watches over travelers. Come to the gate of the night without being seen. Come to the gate in the darkness of night. Statue that does not have to do with any puzzles. A lot of statues of ruins. Well, I don't know if we've really been to the split gate and done a lot. We haven't every single pixeled the split gate with the. I don't know. I don't know if I've been to the split gate on the surface since we got the Shall light the center of this land. Yeah, this is probably done. This is probably done. I left this here just in case it came back to. I'm pretty sure this is just when you lay the dragon bone in the shrine of the mother before. I still have not found this thing. he who guards the 8 souls in front of the mother. Like, we killed him. We have killed him. No. Put that in solved. This is probably Tiamat's children. The Guardian protects something else. There will be a wedge there. 8 wedges will give form to the soul. Without being seen. Well, the without being seen is kind of a, well, let's read this again. Dracuet says, I am the one who should not exist. Wait for nightfall in front of the statue that is unrelated to the puzzles. Did you see? I thought he said something about unseen. Forbidden treasure that should neither be seen nor used. The glowing red crucifix is a beacon that connects the seen and the unseen. I wonder what the significance is of, like, the crosses are all in different positions in their rooms. Like, one of the things that's odd to me about this room in Dimensional Corridor, is there's this weird block up here. And if you look at its counterpart, well, there's like a cross where that block is. Show how not to be seen. I don't really know what's to be gathered from that. No, another thing that's weird is this one, because this area right down here is holy. Like if you get where this hintstone is and whack right here, you get this thing to hit you, and it makes the weird like breakable sound, but no matter how much you hit it, you won't get it to break. This one bothers me to no end, because whatever this means, this image underneath it. But I have all the items. I've seen the Ankh. I've seen the final, altar. Ankh altar. But there's still the hardest puzzles to wrap up. We need to find the mantras too. But the only mantra that I can find is the first one. Hey, good morning, Lester Ice. There's this mural. Dolphin's room. Hey, thanks, Captain. Hope you have a good day at work. There used to be people with pots out here, you know. Now it's just one kid walking around. Yeah, this is the final altar, but I know there's a long, convoluted process we have to go through to make this happen. Smile. I've already used all the items here. Uh, well, my current thought process is I know the hints or puzzles that I haven't solved yet. And those must be the things I have to do to get that to happen. I mean, we have the one hint about driving in the wedges. I think the wedges are connected to the mantras. So it's like, how do I get the mantras to appear so I can use them for the wedges? We have Marduk, but I don't know where to use the Marduk mantra. I only came here because I'm still bothered by this image in the background. It seems too conspicuous. I come here every so often and play with it to see if anything happens. I also need to figure out what the crosses do. So it's crosses, mantras, and wedges. But I don't have any leads. So I just go around places and see if anything looks different while I think. I doubt if the philosophers will say anything new now that the altar has appeared, but let's make another trip to the philosophers. Well, we know this one just tells us, did you get the right elixir? I'm pretty sure I have. Hmm. The last red light will reveal its true form. The last Ankh lies in the Shrine of the Mother. So perhaps we will get an Ankh from there. That was the same message, though. Same message I got before. I mean, it's really unlikely that they're going to say something different, but I'll check anyway. Yeah, it's a funny place. Poggers check. Elephants aren't creepy at all. How can I equip the Magatama Jewel and the Jed Pillar at the same time, I wonder? I'm supposed to take both in hand. Or you could do this. It doesn't work. You can't keep the Magatama Jewel out there while you menu, get the other one, and then... No, oh well. Let's go to the Shrine of the Mother again from the top side. And maybe play with the Wedge of Tiamat again. Not that anything's going to happen. No, we know the Ankh is in there now. There's an Ankh to be uncovered Marduk. Yes. There's an Ankh to be uncovered somewhere. Shrine of the Mother. Malduk. Mom check. Shrine of the Mother check. I could just say some Marduks here and there just for... That's what I should be doing. Be saying some Marduks here and there. If anything happens. I still have Marduk equipped. I have Death equipped. Oh, that'd been bad. Not gonna get any Marduk activations without Marduk equipped. Alien, please. Woken up at 10 a.m. That's a Sagiri blah. Is the mother here at the Shrine alone approved? We don't know yet. We haven't ever actually seen her. The altar would probably be alone approved because the altar looks pretty nice, but I mean, if she's at the end of all these tentacles, then definitely. Like, if all of these tentacles are connected to her, absolutely. Yep, we do not know yet, and it's unfortunate. I want to find out. Drive in from the heels. But what did they mean by that? And he calls this game the best kick. Slim Ada Ada. stomping boots and show the mother who's boss. The whole stream for the actual boss. It took my chakram. That was mean. I do not want to fall down there. Yeah, I can't stand here too long because that thing will shoot at me. That's another thing that's interesting is they don't let you scan these wedges. This was used to be called Tiamat's wedge when you were in here before, but after it goes through the transformation, not scannable anymore. Ruins 2020. Like Ruins, see you in 2022. Well, I think we can go on every pixel and say Marduk and it won't activate. Drive the wedges in from the heels. Okay. Ruleless Kingdom is actually close to finishing. I think they're down to the finalists. How many pixels have you used Marduk on? How many breads have you eaten in your lifetime? You can actually stand over here. Tried to get me. Finalist Pepper Laugh. Hentai Lair looks pretty lit tonight. Seven out of 10. I don't know. I don't know, but I think I'm getting too tired to try and come up with a fresh idea. I'll try to take a look at the board and think of some things. But, I mean, we still made progress today, so that's good. We got to the final altar. And I'd say we probably have access to every room in the ruins now. So, there's no more hidden surprises. Stay on till I fall asleep. Well, fortunately, I think we can probably find somebody to host. Guess next progress tomorrow during the first minute SG4E Googie. I wish. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll continue this next stream. People spit, people leave. Waifu Gate is streaming Diablo 2. He sometimes plays Mahjong. I watched him once and followed him. I don't think it's the remastered version because I think you gotta know people to get that version, right? Alpha. That's still an alpha, right? Diablo 2 remastered. Anyway, this is the OG. I'll send you guys to him. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.